What's going on, guys? In today's video I'm going to talk about, do I use the injector that came with my pressure washer, or did I add a new one? Alright guys, you go to pressuretech.com, go down to the nozzles and injectors, just click the downstream injector. I get the kit because it comes with the hoses and all the quick connects and the filter for the hose. Go to the connector, go down to the options, whichever pressure washer you are running, click that option and it's going to give you the right injector for the machine that you are running. So pretty simple. And to go with that, go down and get your nozzle kit. Same thing, go to the page, go down to the options, click it, choose which machine you have, and those tips are going to be matched up with a high rinse, high soap, low rinse, low soap, and then that's it. You can use your wand with it, you can use a gun, whichever one you prefer, but it's really that simple in ordering the injector for your pressure washer. So hope this helps you guys out. All right guys, I just want to shoot this real quick and show you my setup. Now this is my 4 gallon a minute machine that I bought new last year. This piece here is my downstream injector. This is the injector that came with the machine. I don't know if that's just metal. I don't really know what that is. I'm not gonna say that if you put a line on that and draw your bleach through it, it's gonna hurt. I'm not gonna say it's gonna hurt it. I'm not gonna say that it won't. I don't know the draw rate on this. This, I do. I'll show you where I go buy these, how I match them up to my machine, and on the gun side of it, or the wand side of it, how we match that up too. This is just a downstream injector with a, I think it's a 1/4 inch hose, and then I drop it in a mix tank right here. This mix tank is a 5 gallon tote. I'll put 2.5 gallons of water in it, 2.5 gallons of bleach, and then I'll put 5 ounces of soap in it. That's just how I do. I normally have this filled up halfway, so it'll be halfway with bleach, halfway with water, and then I just transfer it over to this. That has been a great rate. Some people pull straight bleach. I get mine hot from a chemical company, and it's 12.5%. It's plenty hot enough. I think that if I was to pull the straight bleach, matter of fact, twice last year when I pulled straight bleach, even though it wasn't even straight bleach, it actually had water mixed in with it, I end up burning up some grass and some plants. So you just got to be careful with that. But I pour half bleach, half water, and however many gallons it makes, that's how many ounces of soap I put in it. But I do not use the injector that came with my pressure washer. I always buy a downstream injector and I get it matched up to the machine. All right, now the gun I use is a Suttner 2305. You can see it this way, I guess, better. I like the orange just because it stands out in the yard and I can always see it. When you buy a downstream nozzle kit, you get these right here. These are, you can see the welds, they're welded together, and then you have these meg tips that you put in. This one on the left, the big one, that is to pull soap and shoot it high. The one beside of it, right here, this one, is to rinse high. This one is a bigger one. It pulls soap to shoot like a fan spray, and you can shoot about 2 stories with it sometimes depending on the wind. This one right here is the rinse. So what you do is when you're what you'll do is when you soap, you'll just quick connect it, you know, pull that back, quick connect it, put that one in. And it's really that simple. So if you're shooting, say you're starting at the top of a house, you're gonna pull that soap one, this one here, you're gonna put it in your gun, in your quick connect, pull the soap, and then when you're ready to rinse, you're gonna change it back to this one and rinse high. These are matched up just like a downstream injector on your machine. Just my soft wash pump, 5.5 gallon a minute. These are the tips for it. Use a stronger mix, and even though these are stainless, they still bleach a little bit. So, you know, this you're not worried about pulling because the pump's pulling all the time, so you just get whichever pattern you're wanting to shoot. If you're shooting the peak of a roof, you're going to be using this one here. If you want to spread it out a little more, use that one, and so on and so forth. But they are matched up to the pump you are using. Now, for you guys with the smaller machines like a 2.5 gallon, I've had a lot of questions lately on the 2.5 gallon. I still have mine, even though I've not replaced the pump on it. I still have it, and I'll show you. Actually, I didn't even know it had a injector on it until after I had it for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and something messed up on it, and I just happened to see it, so I'll show you that. All right, we're kind of in my graveyard back here now, but here's my old machine, my 2.5 gallon a minute. And I know it's sad to say, but I didn't even know this was on here until I had to replace this thread right here. It had messed up a few years ago. That screws into that, and then that screws into there. Well, that one had cracked, and I just found a local guy that works on small engines, and he had some of those. He didn't even know that it existed until I went down there. So if you ever have that issue, check that out. But this injector, I'm not going to say that you can't put a hose on there and pull bleach through it and it won't be a problem. I'm not going to say that. I just don't know. But I know they're set up to run some of the stuff through it. But and it is on this side, it's going to be, you know, this is your output, so it's going to be coming that way, but I don't know the flow rate. Some machines come with a soak tip, and I actually used the soak tip, but I was using my downstream injector, the one that I had on this, because it's a 2.5 gallon and I have a 4 gallon now. I have in a backup box. I was able to still pull from it, but I know the rate wasn't the same, so I just put it in my old crap box and for a backup. But you can get by with these soak tips if you got a smaller house. It's not 2-story, but just from what I do not use this. I didn't even know that was even on there for 4 years. So the question, do I use the injector that came on my pressure washer, whether it's my 2.5 gallon or 4, I don't use it. So I hope this helps you guys out, and just comment in the section below if this helps you, if you have any other questions. We'll see you.